each learner is assigned a unique ID. This unique ID cannot be repeated to any other student in the school. So the learner picks their unique ID. After picking the unique ID, this is a 6-digit code which is generated into the system. So the learner accesses the computer and enters their 6-digit code. If they don't enter a correct digit code, they will not proceed to the next page where we have the candidate. So that means whoever doesn't have the voter's number is not an eligible voter. Hello everyone, Israel Bwambale is my name, and in Our Lady of Africa schools I work as the ICT technician, and I'm among the people or among the brains that participated in the development of this online voting.
Thank you very much, sir. So today we are here to interview you to know how this online voting came into existence. So firstly, why did you switch from ballot papers to online voting?
That's a good one. Previously, with the ballot papers, you realize that we needed a lot of stationery to handle this voting. We needed a lot of time. I take an instance or a case whereby we are having 1,000 voters. That means you need 1,000 plus foolscaps to handle this voting. However, with the current system whereby we are using online, you don't need these papers. You just need to get the candidates' names, upload them on the internet. After uploading them, you'll be able to at least have them digitally online. So with this online, it helps us to, one, reduce on the time that is spent during voting. Two, we reduce on the stationery. Now, instead of printing ballot papers, the stationery we need in this case now is just to print out the lists of the winners or the results that have come out of the election. Yeah.
Are put in place in order to ensure that there is integrity and privacy in this process.
Okay, with this system, you're able to vote uniquely. What do I mean by this? Whenever a learner is going to vote, we allocate each learner a voter's ID, identification number. So this number is uniquely generated, whereby it cannot be shared. One voter's identification number cannot be shared by two students. So whenever a learner is going to vote, they come to the voting area, then they receive their voters' IDs from the polling assistants or the people supporting us. So when the learner reaches on the computer, they enter their voter's ID. Without entering this, they cannot proceed to the next step. They cannot access the list of candidates. So with the wrong voter's ID, the learner will not be able to vote.
Okay.
So that's how at least we have been able to minimize rigging of the votes and also someone voting twice.
So how do you prevent fraudery in this system?
I think preventing fraudery it's the same using this unique identification number, because without it, a learner cannot. Without the voter's ID, a learner cannot vote. And remember, when a learner is coming for elections or to vote, they come with their student's ID. So this will help us to identify who is who and hence eliminating the frauding part of it.
My name is Mavumba Alfred Moita, happen to be the prefect patron of this school.
Nice to know you, sir.
Welcome.
We are here to interview you with some questions to know how you personally see this online voting.
Okay, thank you.
Firstly, why did you decide to shift from ballot papers to online voting?
Thank you. That's a very good question. Previously, we used to conduct ballot using ballot papers. Now, when we are conducting the election, it used to be tiresome. Organizing the names of learners, it will take time. Voting stream per stream based on our number. We have a big number here. Now, when it comes to counting, it is also hectic. And I will ensure that by that day, once learners are done with voting, before leaving the school, I will ensure that all the votes are counted and are displayed. Now, right now, I'm seeing the work now is somehow simpler and very easy. How? One, it saves time. Two, when it comes to organization under this new online voting, it is very easy to organize the learners and the ballot papers. When it comes to counting, the system itself, it is automatic. As a learner votes, it counts. And when it comes to the results, they are given there and then. Now, to me, it saves the other burden of ballot paper. This is more convenience.
Thank you very much, sir. And as to you, would you like to continue with online voting until the ends of this school, or do you think there is going to be a better technology that you're going to use later on that is going to make it better without any problems of electricity going off and other stuff?
Thank you. That's a very nice question. We started it last year. We rolled it out and it worked very well. As a school, we're not going to go back. We are moving forward. Why? We are in the digital era. New curriculum in place. Let the learners know the technology, how to conduct election in a digital way, democracy. Then two, apart from that now, it gives us a clear image of transparency. As we are voting, it's always one vote per person.
My name is Sanya Moses. I teach ICT at Our Lady of Africa SS Namilyango, and thank you for this.
So, as an ICT teacher, how did you see this system going on well, and do you have any challenges as you're trying to help in this type of voting?
Well, to start with, as a teacher of ICT, when I see that we are using a digital system to vote, first, I feel satisfied because we come here to teach and we want to see that what we are teaching is transforming even how we carry out processes at school. Now here we are embracing technology to do the online voting. So that will create the relevancy of our discipline, the ICT. Then to add on that, when we use the online voting system, the process is fast, secure, and convenient. As you have seen, we are able to run a shift of 200 students, and once we give them instructions, they can use about between 3 to 5 minutes to be done with the voting. That means 1,000 students can vote in not more than 30 minutes, which is not possible with the with the ballot boxes. So the system is so fast. They enter, we fill the lab, we give them instructions, give them the voter number, and in no time you find that a very big group has voted, and the system counts instantly. When someone votes, the system counts there, and then by the time the last person finishes the voting, the system has the results already. Then the other thing I can talk about is the system is environmental friendly, because when now related to the old system, the manual system, in the manual system we have ballot boxes, we have ballot papers, and where are we dumping those things? So when you look at the new system, it's really coming to solve a real world problem, which is environmental friendliness. We no longer have to dump those things in the environment to degrade. The other thing I can talk about is the system acts as it motivates students. When you tell students to go and vote in the old system, some may not turn up because the system is itself boring. But here, if a student hears that we are going to vote but is on the computer, there is motivation. There are those who want to find out, to explore how it works, and you will find that they are motivated, they turn up in numbers, there is value, there is quality in what we are doing. There are those students who are, like for us here at our level of Africa, every student who comes here does ICT. We made it a compulsory subject from the lower classes because we appreciate the relevancy of ICT to the present day world. So we make sure that every student studies ICT up to a class where they can now make their choices. But if students come to the lab to vote in using this digital system, many of them get inspired even. It can influence their decisions when they are selecting their subjects in senior theory. They will have seen how this one impacts what? The life. Then the other thing I can talk about is remember the students who are at school today are the future leaders. And if you look at our systems in this country, how we vote, we are still using manual system. But tomorrow, these students will be the leaders of tomorrow, and having gone through such processes, they will be able to make decisions. And we pray that in future, these students, if they get the opportunity of being leaders and what, they will embrace such technology.
Thank you so much, sir, for your interview and your point of view, sir.